Hello YouTube! Welcome back to SkyFactory 2. This is Ken Kadia, and this will actually be the last episode of SkyFactory 2. Yeah, I know it's only been, I believe, the 5th episode, but I've pretty much done everything that I can do in this mod pack. Well, at least as far as the achievements go. I'm sure I can certainly do more. But if you take a look here, let me see. Oh, wrong button. Okay, here's the achievements list. So what I have to do left? I've got craft Zavicchio infused armor. Well, let's take a look over here, shall we? I've done a lot in the base, and I'll give you a little bit of tour about what I've done recently. But first, let's see. Imperio, Zavicchio, Crucio, and Accio. So now I go over here. And sorry if I'm moving kind of slowly, there is a reason for that. So, one at a time. Oh, the Accio first. There we go. Accio infused armor. Next step, Crucio. And yeah, I realized I could have done this, you know, bit by bit, but I really found that I wanted to do the whole thing all in one shot, because it took so long, so much grinding and so much time to produce it all. Admittedly, it wasn't that much grinding towards the end after I built the thing I'll show you in a minute. Here's the Imperio. This took a long time, and actually, I don't know. I think in general, I got most of this magical essence from my mob grinder. I've gotten so much out of that thing. It's a mob grinder. It's standard operating procedure in Skyblock. I got a lot out of it, fortunately. So here we go. I'm gonna take my jetpack for a second. Zavicchio infused magical armor. Pretty cool. So I got set bones. I'm assuming I can only get wearing all 4 pieces from my. Oh wait, it says flying. Oh my god, I have creative mode flight. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know it did that. So hang on, let me go down a little bit. Yeah, it's creative mode flight. That is really sweet. That's going to be really handy when we do it later in this episode. So I don't actually need my jetpack anymore. Wow. Let me put it to rest here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can drop that off here. Yeah, you served me well for a long time. Okay, so Zavicchio infused armor. Check. And next, here we go. So use a diamond dolly to bring home 5 blaze spawners. Well, there are 3 already in there, and here are the last 2. You notice why I have the debuffs slowness and mining fatigue is because each of these diamond dollies causes that to happen. Okay, so I have to do this quickly because these things are going to start spawning. So 1 and 2. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's shooting at me. Oh, missed me. I really didn't know what else to do with these blaze spawners. I mean, I could have made a farm of some kind, but I really didn't need it. It wasn't necessary after a while. Let me go down and oh, that's nice. No fall damage either. So I could actually go like all the way up to here. That is sweet. I like that. That is really cool. So one thing I did is I changed my farming setup over here, and I'll show you how in a little bit. But this is an Ender IO farming station. I have conduits coming out of it. And unfortunately, because of the way this thing is set up, it only farms on the same level as the block itself. So I had to move, or rather I had to increase the number of lily pads of fertility in my magical farms area. I actually increased it to 4, 1 in each corner. I could have found some way to move it a little bit, because technically these things do actually affect like 1 block up and down, so it's not really that necessary. But these things are actually pretty cheap to manufacture once you have a mob grinder. All you need is nether wart, gunpowder, a water source, a little bit of glass, and what's the last thing? And bone meal. That's pretty much it. Oh, and also you need lily pads themselves, which I made very easily using all of this nature essence. I got so much of it, I don't know what else to do with it. Doesn't know how I use. So that's that. And how I was able to do this is because I finally made, before, I think it'll like get used to. This is a slice and splice, which I was able to make a couple of the Z Logic controllers thanks to another thing that I built over here. So first thing you notice, I have a pond, and it's actually filled with squid. Hello, squid. Now, I did not make this thing and complete with its glowstone lighting there for the sake of the squid. I made it for the sake of fishing, because I want you guys to say hello to my little friend here. Hello. This is Smoky Pete. Say hey, Pete. Come on, say hello to the YouTube. Oh, he's being quiet. You know why? Because he's very well trained. So all you need is a bone. You can train him to sit, and you want to keep him sitting, because this guy actually glitched out a couple times with me falling off the edge. Stay put. So that has definitely been checked off. I hatched and trained a dragon, and if you notice, I have not been to the end yet. That's because I actually used the recipe for a dragon egg, which is actually a golden egg, easy to find, tainted essence, I have tons, and 4 bedrockium ingots. Each one actually requires a block of diamond. So yeah, that thing was very expensive. Smoky Pete was very expensive, but he was completely worth it. Drop off a couple things here. Severed heads. Oh, speaking of severed heads, it was more automation than I thought I would actually need. So in order to do that farming station, here's what I had to do. I had to first get a gas tier, and before I was using soul sand in my little setup, you remember over here, but I went through, like, it must have been 3 or 4 stacks of soul sand just with 3 buckets, back and forth, back and forth. Went through with 2 fortune upgrades in that auto sieve. It was not getting a single gas tier. So what I did is I automated it, and this thing took longer than I thought it would take to automate. To be honest, what happened is that I think there's some kind of a bug where reacting ex nihilo and some of the extra utility stuff, at least liquid transfer. I had liquid transfer nodes on the sides here, which would pump water in theoretically. The problem is that I think the way that ex nihilo interacts with water and water in a bucket and mycelium is it conflicts with the way that the extra utilities liquid transfer nodes insert the water. But what happened was that it was inserting the water. You know how these things they check for the various places for valid inventories. It was doing that, but it was doing it above. So while it was checking for a valid inventory, the ex nihilo was checking to see if there was a filled barrel, and it was basically making tiles of this color, this witchwater color, appear right above here. And I couldn't even get rid of them even with blocks, so I had to start over from scratch. So this thing is all completely unpowered. It just takes a bunch of a tank here as a buffer, a bunch of liquid transfer nodes, some item transfer nodes, and a whole bunch of liquid and item transfer nodes from Ender.io. Over here I got sand input, and over here we've got soul sand output. As much as I need, fully automated, very very high power. I probably could have made do with half this size, to be honest. I got a gas tier pretty quickly after I built this thing, which is the way it is. I also made a second level, so it makes it easier to do the piping. So that was that. That's how I got a gas tier, and with a gas tier and 4 ender pearls, I could make a reusable safari ball. Then I took the reusable safari ball and went up into my bob spawner. After a couple of visits back and forth, I had to wait, seal it up, wait, seal it back, go back. I was able to catch a zombie out there with my only minor explosion from a creeper. Took that over here and made this little thing. This is a very useful little room. This is just an MFR auto spawner with a grinder attached to it. And I put dark glass and extra utilities in here because I didn't want the light to get in. I was going to do the whole thing, but it just took so long to make the stuff. It wasn't worth it. However, I'm very glad I built this thing because it actually confirms something I thought was just me being paranoid for a long time about the way that MFR auto spawners work, and they do in fact function the way that vanilla spawners work. Here's what I'm saying. This space inside is a 5x5. It's a 5x5 because that's the default size that an MFR grinder can check, a 5x5, and you cannot upgrade an MFR grinder, unfortunately. Hope they fix that eventually. However, if you see these railings, especially ones here and here, and I think I put another one here, that's because I had zombies spawn here and here and here. MFR, it's auto spawner, will spawn mobs checking the lighting conditions. Only happens at night in a 9x9 square around it. Hence, they were spawning on the edges. So I knew I was right building those things so big in the past and using MFR, using open box fans and stuff. Oh, incidentally, I was also right about another thing too. Check this out. I'm gonna show you this way. Oh, I thought I heard him. Okay. So this is a little platform I built in order to contain the wiring and do that stuff here. I also got mobs spawning down here. Now there is no way they could have gotten down here other than spawning here. That's because just like a vanilla spawner, auto spawners will spawn one block above and below their current location. So that's how they got down there. If they were spawned in there. So I was definitely right also in the past to make double level layer floors underneath those MFR auto spawners. So finally, once I got this done, all I did was turn off the grinder, open this thing up, take my beheading 3 sword, and go to town and get me some zombie heads. That's what I needed. All this was just because I needed zombie heads because for some reason this thing wouldn't give me zombie heads. So eventually I got it, and a whole bunch else too. Yeah, these are all full of loot. This is probably all clogged. Yeah, I've got so much here, but I don't need any more because I'm pretty much done with this. It's kind of cool. I will say, SkyFactory 2 is a lot of fun. I mean, I'm on day 187. No, it took me less than 200 days to beat basically all the achievements. Now, I say basically because I am going to have to declare defeat on one of them, and it's just because of time. This is my quad cobblestone spawner. It currently has 7.2 million cobblestone. If I was actually going to do the achievement and fill this deep storage unit, I would have to approximately quintuple my ore generation, sieving, all that stuff, including more than at least tripling my power setup just to produce enough iron and lapis to more than quadruple this setup, make 4 more setups like this, and produce the approximately, was it 4? Yeah, I would need 4 times 4, 6. I would need 16 times 5 stacks of world interaction upgrades, not to mention speed upgrades. I can do this. I could definitely do this. It's just not worth my time. Or I could just AFK right here, and it would take I don't know how many days or weeks. It's not worth the time. I don't really want to deal with that. And it's not in the spirit of the Skyblock. It's just, a cobblestone generator. It is what it is. And I got what I wanted out of it. I got singularity. I got the bedrockium ingots in order to make smoky peat over there. I was going to make a watering can. Actually, that was one thing on my list to do. I'm not doing. Where is it? Here we go. I put down 8 bedrockium ingots because I wanted to make a dragon egg and a reinforced watering can. But 2 reasons I didn't. 1, I don't really have enough diamonds. I really wanted to grind more. And 2, it turns out in order to make a reinforced watering can from extra utilities, you need to sacrifice this, a soul fragment. This removes part of your health permanently, which is not the kind of thing you want to do when you're contemplating going up against the Ender Dragon. Even though it won't be that difficult to come with. I mean, I was able to beat the Wither with only dying like 3 times, so it is what it is. So let's see here. What else did I do? So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I think that's it for most. Okay, so I was able to do all of my AE2 stuff on my list here. Okay, 5 blaze spawners. Check. Vikio armor. Check. Let's go ahead and do it in the achievement book. 5 blaze spawners. The Vikio armor. Okay, plant a flower in 5 biomes. So this I kind of want to do on camera because this is just kind of fun. Nice, easy thing once you have flight and once you have creative mode flight. Actually, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. So 1 angel block, some dirt, and a poppy. So I'm in a forest, so I might as well do. Let's get fairly close to light. Actually, you know what? Here. No, not actually. No, not there. Not there. I'm sorry. I'm being indecisive for a good reason. There. 1 flower. So let's head now. I did these cross pieces here where I initially put in place because I want. Okay. Oh, there we go. Forest hills. So let's do angel block and that and that. Now, the cool thing about angel blocks is they go back to your inventory when you break them. So there's 2 biomes. I thought about planting one in hell, but I'm not sure if you can actually plant flowers in hell. I think you can, but it doesn't matter that much. Let's just go over here until we hit something. Am I actually moving? Yeah, I'm moving. Wow. Oh, I went backwards, didn't I? Oops. Sorry about that. Oh, okay, there. Okay, so here's a beach. That's 3. I just saw. I think we're next to a river. Oh wow. So, river. And right next to that, it was. And where is it? There we go. Ocean. And that's 5. Bye, flowers. Who knows? These flowers could be the seeds of a new civilization one day. Alright, so clipboard. 5 flowers. Achievement book. 5 flowers. Last thing on the list, other than this, which I'm not going to do. Travel to the end, kill the erdragon. Yep, that's pretty much left on my list here. if you guys saw what else was on the list, wait for it. So let's see here. I'll drop these off. I'm sorry, I know I'm leaving this world soon, but I still like to leave it a little bit organized. That's okay. So I'm not gonna need that. That I'm probably gonna need that. I'm not gonna need that. I don't think torches actually work. It might. So what I have, I've got cooked pork chops. I've also got a whole bunch of golden apples, and I've got a whole bunch of miniature red hearts, which you can use to make heart canisters, which I made quite a few of, or you can use them to regain 10 health. Very handy. So I'm bringing with me. I should probably actually grab some more. Oh, I'm not gonna need any more milk, but I should probably grab some more arrows just to be on the safe side. Yeah, and by the way, I did not make any of these golden apples. These were all from drops. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I can't imagine I use more than most of an inventory's worth of arrows. There we go. So I have one potion of healing, a whole bunch of golden apples, miniature red heart. I have a power 4 bow, which should be plenty, and I've got a beheading sword in case I need it, which I hope I won't. Now here's the thing. I have not actually done this particular bit of, well, I'm not sure what you'd call it. There we go. So this item, never used it before. Where did I put it actually? I put it. Oh, I left it in here. Sorry, wrong bag. There we go. Yep, that should do it. So, reinforced satchel, arrows, end cake. So I don't know actually what's going to happen when I activate this end cake. It could be that I eat it, and I'll just go there. Oh, look, an enderman spawn and a flower. Aw, I hope he likes it. I hope he doesn't steal the. Actually, I hope he doesn't steal the block. That would suck. Oh well. So I'm either going to become. I'm either going to be instantly teleported to the nether, to the end, or this is going to create some kind of a portal. So we'll find out. Or it could be that this is actually one part of making an end portal, which is going to really suck. But let's find out. Huh. Oh. So this is only part of a cake. It looks like there's maybe 2 or even 3 more parts. Okay, so I'm not quite done yet. So be right back. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. I'd have baked a cake. I'd have baked a cake. Okay, so that was not the best idea in the world. Okay, so I think I finally figured out what I did wrong. And it was really a question of how hungry I was, I think. So let me drop off some of this stuff. Yeah, I made quite a few cakes because my assumption was that I needed to make 12 of these things and make like a 2x2 space in the middle in order to get through to the end. But apparently, all I have to do is right-click on this thing when I'm hungry. So let's test it. Here we go. Okay, I'm here. I'm in the end. Ender Dragon has spawned. Got some towers. Whoa! Oh, damn, that hurt. Okay, let's do this fast. Let's see how I am at shooting long range. Apparently not as good as I wish I was. Oh, he's up there. I think, I'm trying to remember, I think at one point they actually established Erdragon has a name. I think it was a girl's name. Was it Glinda? No, that's the witch of the north. Wait, is my imagination, or are there more towers here than there usually are? I know in vanilla you're supposed to destroy the towers. Where'd she go? She's actually faster than me. Hang on, I gotta eat. Golden apple time? There we go. Interesting. Yep. So I got the resilience from the golden apple, but it doesn't look like my extra hearts are regenerating, so it's possible they don't work in this dimension. Come on, turn around. She is surprisingly hard to hit. Whoa. But, you know, she can barely damage me. I'm going in close. I wish I brought my dragon. But I'm pretty sure you can't shoot from the dragon. Yeah, she's getting healed. Come on. I am not shooting well today. There you go, that was pretty close. You know what, screw it, I can use the bow. And again, use it up close and personal. It's kind of weird that these Natura clouds spawn here too, so I have to actually avoid the clouds. She should be turning pretty quickly. There she is. Come on. Ah. Come here and fight me like a dragon. I mean, there's like no land here, so there's pretty much no chance of picking it up. I'm just curious, if I kill the Ender Dragon with my beheading sword, would I get the head as a drop? There we go. Come on. One more hit, one more hit. Come on. Oh. Almost got you. This isn't even a challenge right now. You're just running away, and I'm trying to hit you. This is for all the times you tried to take me out. There we go. And the crowd goes wild. Look at all the XP, all wasted XP. Oh, my, oh, I got a little bit of it. It's like a snowflake. And there it is. One end portal. I'm just curious. Oh, shoot, it's bedrock. Ugh. Interesting. So what ordinarily happens is if you hit this thing, it will move. But if I do it in this case, this is bedrock. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. So I can't actually harvest this. Normally, what you do is in order to get the dragon egg is you hit the block underneath it. It drops through and you pick it up. But in this instance, all right, here we go. Oh, okay. So I moved over there. Did I bring? Okay, so here's a trick. If I can get it to move over here, I don't actually need it, but this is like a a trophy for me. Over here, put a torch under where I think it's going to land. That should be enough to do it. Yeah, I can't move. I have to actually press it. Oh, I teleported. Okay, it teleported somewhere around here. I have no idea where. It may have actually fallen off the map for all I know. But it's okay, because I already got my dragon. So let's go back through. Oh. Okay, yep. It did, in fact, it brought me back to my initial spawn. That's this point right here. So, let's see here. Achievement book. Travel to the end. Check. Kill the ender dragon. Check. Everything except for that, and I'm going to live with. I can live with that. This is the end. So this is the end. There's one more thing I kind of wanted to do. Kill ender dragon. Sacred rubber tree. So those of you, most of you know, there is an item in this mod, and I think it's actually from MFR. It must be MFR's rubber tree, called a sacred rubber tree. Now, apparently in this mod pack, there are 3 different versions of this particular tree. The one you can tell is the real one is the one that has this enchanting effect. So I don't know exactly how this works. If I had to guess, I'd say I can hit with bone meal. I know it only takes 1 for this thing to function normally. So I need, where did I put it? Need 1 thing of dirt. I got a couple. I'm going to put it right here where I initially spawned. Oh no, I don't need more dirt. Well, yeah, I might as well make a thing of it. Okay, so I'll make it 3 by 3, very close to like 1 block off from where I spawned. Now I don't think this will do anything. Yeah, so that, according to this, oh, and yeah, it is a sacred rubber sapling. So I think if I hit it with bone meal, it should grow. Let's see. Is there any more bone meal? Alright, let's try with some more bone meal. I'm getting the particle effect. Huh. Okay, why is it not accepting any more? Okay, my game... Yep. There it is. Okay. Whew. It worked. It spawned. I spawned inside the tree, but I think it worked. So let's see if this was an actual sacred rubber tree. Pretty sure it was, because I'm pretty sure the mega rubber trees are smaller than this. Oh wow. Yep, this is a real one. There we go. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay, so oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, huh. It's actually not as destructive as I thought it was going to be. Let's see. Yeah, it hit my cobblestone spawner, and the animals are still there. Let me check this out. I'll wait till daytime and see it properly. Okay, so it looks like it did take out my soul sand generator. That's all gone, and my bed. So all that stuff is gone, and it looks like it got one of my 2 smelteries. Oh, I got my bed. That's right. Hold on. I gotta see this in daytime because this is at what time? It's probably I can't. Oh, there's the moon. It's close, but not that close. So let's just make a quick bed. I gotta move a little away from the monsters. Let's put it right here. I'm actually amazed it didn't crash my game, but this thing is apparently legendary in its size. Yeah. Yeah, that is all one tree. My render distance is actually very low, but you can see it looks like the top of the tree starts off about Y level 101. The bottom of it is at, what is that? 65. So it's about a 40-foot trunk, a 40-meter trunk rather. The span of the branches, and this thing is it's probably, it might actually crash because the span of the branches is massive. It's still rendering in everything as I'm getting closer. Look at this. It's still going. I can't even see my base, so we're at least 7 chunks away. And there it is. Okay, so the one edge is at what is that? 110 negative 110 negative 50. And let's see. I'm not going to try and figure out the diameter in my head. That's a little bit too complicated for me. But I could ballpark it for you. I gotta admit, this thing might have been kind of fun too. Oh, Smoky Pete's fine too. He's over there. -1. Here we go. 120. -110. 250. This thing is approximately 250 meters radius. So that's 500 meters square, even though it's actually round. That is pretty impressive. This thing would have been fun to play in, but it's so dangerous and it lags any kind of server and most kinds of games. But yeah, I still wanted to spawn one anyway. So let me take one last flight with Smoky Pete here. Oh, that's right. Smoky Pete's a good boy. He's sitting. So there you go. So ascend. How do you ascend with this thing? X? Oh, it's R. Yeah, R and F for ascending. So this has been Kankadia for SkyFactory 2. And we got a sacred rubber tree. So this will definitely not be my last Skyblock map, but this is definitely the end of SkyFactory 2. I'm hoping to come back when Agrarian Skies 2 comes out. However long that's. So this has been Kankadia for SkyFactory 2. And I'll see y'all next time.